This is the Calamus Marks the Spot podcast.
I'm the Calamus, and I'm a 40-something mom and wife from the South.
I live a single asthmatic from the city. Perfect. And our podcast we'll be talking about.
I'll be talking about being a mother and a wife and a farmer. And I'm not good at any of them, but we'll talk about it.
And she's not giving advice.
I'm not giving advice. I'm just telling you how we're alive at the end of the day.
And I will be talking about sex-positive, girly city things. And we'll sprinkle in some family matters. It might be triggering. We will give you a warning if we remember.
It's triggering to us.
And a little mental health.
Yes.
That might be advice.
Yes.
But caution. And we'll see where this goes. Yes. Today, we're talking about our mental health vacation that we are going to be taking pretty regularly.
Well, we do it at least once a year together.
So, we're in Boston.
The oldest city. Is it the oldest city? There's the oldest restaurant, oldest bars. It's a lot. So, we started our podcast here. And we 10 out of 10 recommend the city. It's amazing.
It's so clean, so cute, so demure. And
the men here,
gorgeous.
A1 top notch.
Polite, respectful, gorgeous.
Yes.
Highly recommend.
The food.
The Italians and the Italian food. Cannolis are better here.
So much better. You haven't had a cannoli until you've had one here, I don't think.
Yeah. And the Yankees don't play.
They don't play here.
We checked. We tried. Our goal was to try to get a Bostonian a little bit mad so their accent would come out. And we came up.
Do you know what? They're too polite to get mad.
No, serious. So the Calamus thought of, what if we ask where the Yankee Stadium is? That would make them real mad. We got what we wanted.
Part of our mental health day was getting facials.
Oh, yes. Facials. And
highly recommend.
Katie went
I
first.
would like to tell you about my experience.
Let's hear that.
I get in there, and I make myself a cup of tea, and I sit down, and here he comes. What am I going to do with my tea now? And I was so proud of myself because I didn't spill anything. I didn't break anything.
Goals.
But there were stir sticks. But there was nothing to stir it with. So what are they doing? Anyhow, so he did an amazing job, and he was the extraction king, which I loved.
Key to a good facial.
Yes. I was a little bit nervous having a male, because the last time I had a male, it was not a good experience.
What was that like?
I had a massage, and 45 minutes into it, he farted. But I was really relaxed, so I was like, wait a minute, did I fart? And then I was tensed up, and the massage was over.
No, and you just gaslighted yourself for no reason.
And it was ruined.
But this time,
he did not fart.
Thank God.
So it was very good.
So mindful.
Yes, it was. Can you get, with your asthmatic self, can you do the air blowing in your face?
Girl, did you know that point of time? Yeah. I was like, girl, go slow, breathe slow. This is the danger zone. With so much humidity and so much claustrophobia, that is a recipe for an asthma attack. So when we went to that place and he put that thing so close, I literally had to go zen. I had to go zen, and it's good practice for all the things I've learned over the past.
You can tell him to move it away.
Girl, sometimes you're like, you need this for your skin.
Okay, yeah.
So I just breathed slow, and then he put a hot towel.
That's how I feel about water, but I can't make myself do it.
Underwater?
No, drinking water. Like, girl, you need this for your skin.
She needs her Diet Coke right now. So then we put the hot towel on my face, and the steam were so close. I was like, I'm in a chamber now. So, girl, just breathe.
Okay, I did not like the way the towel smelled. He could do better.
He could. And he
Did you notice?
Mine. No, because I was just trying to survive at that point.
Okay.
So all senses go away, and I have to go deep inside myself to not have an asthma attack.
The only reason I don't like the humidity thing is because it makes me feel like I have boogers, and then I don't know if I have boogers.
Not the humidity boogers. Okay. That's good. You said he put wallpaper on your skin?
He did.
Please tell me about that.
Because I got the whatever said it would lift you up and get rid of fine wrinkles.
Uh-huh.
So it was paper.
Oh.
And then
crinkly or rice paper?
more wallpaper.
Okay.
And then he took a sponge and wetted it like you do wallpaper.
Okay,
And
literally.
then put it to my face, and then it got hard, and then he peeled the wallpaper off.
Wow.
But I was looking dewy.
Okay, that's good. It was worth it. The wallpaper wasn't worth
Yeah,
it.
yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, it was. I enjoyed it, and then I had tea when I got out.
Okay, that's perfect.
And he was so sweet. He said he turned the pot back on for me because he knew my tea had gotten cold.
Thoughtful.
Yes. How was yours?
Okay, mine was beautiful. He asked me for my full skincare routine. I was so proud of myself to be able to tell him a step-by-step routine. He was very impressed.
I always try to make something up. I'm like, I take a shower.
It's because that's your routine. Okay? That's good. You're
And
telling
like,
the truth.
And then I spray stuff on it. There's more? Okay, then.
She's working on it. So yeah, and then I was telling him the brands, and he was great. Oh, I know that brand. So I was like, perfect. We're friends.
Okay.
So I got a gold star in skincare routine that day.
Great.
And then he recommended some things and told me how to use them right. Oh, I'm going to be 22 forever.
That'll be perfect.
So then it was lovely, and then he started the extractions. And the last time we went to Vegas last year, that was the first time I got like extractions. She mostly did the tip of my nose, and I was pissed because that hurts the most. Because I was like, I've been seeing all the other ones, girl, and she only did my nose. So I was like, He started at the 5-head line.
Good.
Side to side, all the way down, girl.
He was not afraid.
Can I tell you, I've been trying to get this little blackhead on my lip liner. He got both of them. I didn't even know there was two. Oh my God. Angel sent from heaven.
Okay,
so
gift.
He got every single pore. He said, when I looked at you, I didn't see any pores, but now that I'm close, I see them and I'm getting them. Yeah. And I was like, well, that was a compliment too, because from far away, it looks like no pores.
Oh,
so now he gave me permission to pop my zits in the bathroom. So we are going to go ahead with that. I'm going to get myself a shower mirror. Highly recommend.
I think he was taken aback by my pores, but he was very polite about it.
Oh, he just like realized they were so large?
Yeah. But no, he was very polite. And I think that more estheticians should really lean into the extraction part. But maybe a lot of people are mean about it or something, or big fat babies. But
offended if someone
I want you to squeeze the.
We should put a note and says full extraction treatment.
Yes,
good.
Extractions appreciated.
I had to eat the rest of my cannoli because it's so good. Excuse me.
Good.
So Quincy Market, 10 out of 10.
So
the
good.
People, what are they called? The street performers?
The street performers here are so good. I did not have enough panties to throw at all these people. Well, one of them ended up being a woman, and she might not have appreciated that.
She had a clear violin.
She was worth it.
She had a clear violin.
Clear violin, and she was playing
Ariel, the Little Mermaid. Oh my God. Anyways, gorgeous.
There's so much art here.
Yes. And hot dog stand boy caught my eye, and he did the come hither motion after I looked at him. So took a little video of him, among other things, in the square.
Yes.
And then I got his number. Turns out only speaks Arabic, but he told me it was French. That's a real switcheroo.
Yeah.
And then we had a lovely date by the waterfall fountains.
Okay. After we found him, because we told him where to go, and then we got lost.
We had to go get a cannoli in Little Italy, and then we were trying to come back, and then I forgot where we were, and I put the wrong thing in the map, so it took us somewhere else we never been to.
He had to tell us where he was.
Then he had to send his location, and I found him. Whew, it was a journey. And we found 2 Italian men that were, dang it,
delicious.
Older and so much more demure. But I already locked in plans with my 24-year-old Moroccan boy. So, priorities. I don't want to be that stand-up girl,
Yeah.
I want to follow through. So I can't be too much of a
tell us
fuck
about your
girl.
date.
Oh, okay. So we met and we sat on the benches, not the swings. We needed to be away from the areas, right?
Okay, I gotcha.
So we only Google Translate to each other.
Very nice.
It was very demure. And he was just like being really polite, telling me he liked me. He saw me. He sees a lot of girls in that area, but only looked at me.
He only gives the come hither to...
Yes.
Okay,
and he saw me from the first sight. He knew he liked me. And so then we started kissing, and the poor boy was trembling. Just trembling. Hands, mouth, jaw.
Aww.
Oh, it was so cute. But he really reminded me of one of my old neighbors. We're going to call him Mowgli.
Oh.
And I loved every minute of it.
Oh, okay.
I loved every minute of it. It was just reminiscent. He was so cute. And he was young,
That's
so
so
it brought me.
you were.
Yes, and there was a serenading man on the guitar.
Yes.
So it just like brought back nostalgia. I felt 22. That's what he heard when I told him how old I was.
Yeah, right.
But your girl's 32, but her skincare routine's on
Who's
fleek.
counting?
And so then we started kissing.
Yeah.
And he was in love from there.
Of course.
He just couldn't, he wanted to get married. So then he started Google translating me love notes, which I screenshotted.
Oh.
It's on my phone, so I'll have to tell you later. And then he was like, come to my friends.
Yes,
and I was like,
we're so prepared.
We
At
are.
Our first podcast. You should have written it on paper. And then you have it.
and see, that's why we need paper. She's an old-fashioned gal.
But you didn't ask for my advice.
Oh,
so
yes.
let me stop.
We've learned so much about ourselves on this trip.
We'll share that too.
Okay, and so then we go see his other 20-year-old friends from Morocco.
Were they the people in the market?
No, they were young.
He has a lot of friends.
Yes. It was 2 boys and a girl. Oh. And the girl spoke the most English. She's been going to school here. Okay. So he, like, brings me to her to, like, talk with her a little bit. And she's like, when did you meet him? I was like, today. And she started laughing. And I was like, hot dog stand. And they all started laughing. And they're like, how long are you here? I said, I'm leaving tomorrow. And they were like, oh, good. Okay, go. So then we had a romantic, more like a pull instead of a stroll.
Okay.
To the bushes. Remember that little hallway of bushes in the park? It was dark.
Dirt?
Yeah, there was a little bit of dirt.
Dirt path?
Yeah.
Yes, gotcha.
So we go down there and he sits me on a bench and he says, sit on my lap. And I said, okay. Now I'm working with a bodysuit and a non-stretchy zip-up skirt.
So convenient because she plans so well.
I really do. I really need to get rid of that outfit. It's cock-blocked me twice now, actually. That skirt's going in the trash, on fire. So I sit on his lap, and of course he's trying to, like, feel me up. It's not stretchy.
No.
My shirt doesn't come up.
No.
You can't feel my boob. He's grabbing my boob.
Even though you did pregame with just a one snap.
I did so I unsnapped it myself because I was like, he's never going to figure this out. So then he starts trying to go in my pants, and it's a little successful, but it's giving 24-year-olds.
Yeah.
So I was like, trying to give him some pointers, and of course he doesn't speak English. So I tried to
awkward to Google Translate.
Yeah, I tried to stop what we were doing and show some finger motions. He just said, yeah. Okay? Still did the same thing. So then he gets up, stands up, and pushes me to the other side. And he starts going, I have need. And I'm like, oh, you have need. Whips his cannoli out.
No!
And I was like, no! He's like, just a little. And I was like,
just the tip. Just the tip.
Not here. So he shoves it in between my legs, just with my skirt on.
Yeah.
And he just does some pumps. Makes a mess on my legs.
Oh. This is so disappointing.
This is so 24 Moroccan boy.
This would not have happened with that beautiful Italian
man. Of course not. They were in their 50s. They were seasoned.
He was not in his 50s.
Girl, you don't know how good he already looks.
You know what we're going to call it?
What are we going to call it?
Vintage.
And we're about it. We approve.
I wonder if he's still over there. We might have to go.
We have to go get another cannoli. It's early.
Anyhow,
so,
that would not have happened with the...
No, it wouldn't have. Never. And so I laughed a lot, but he was fine. He didn't care. He needed it.
You can't marry him.
No, then we go back to his friends, and he tells me to sit down, and he just leans his head on my shoulder the whole time, telling me he loved it so much. He misses me already. Please come on the blue line with us to my house. And I was like, no. And then I Google translated, have you had sex with a lot of women? And he goes, no, why do you ask me that? I was like, because you came so quick. And he goes, it's because you're so beautiful and I loved it so much and I have needs and I want you to come back and I want to visit you.
No.
And then we kissed and he said, I miss you already. I miss you so much. And I said, goodbye forever.
I love this. You have improved his life. You
I
see
know.
that? Because now he's got
He's gonna be
motivation to learn.
ambitious.
Yeah. What's your personality type?
Oh, what's it called? We need another phone.
Is it about helping people?
Yes, it actually is. It's
See?
literally like solving the problems that are
There you
around
go.
in a very kind way. And he told me I was so kind and I'm where the heart is.
Of course you are.
Oh my God. Romantic. I said romantic. He goes, a little. So it was gorgeous and so lovely.
So, I flew in Saturday night. You flew in Sunday morning. We went straight to
A
drag
restaurant.
show. A restaurant. We went straight to a restaurant.
Oh, but yeah, that day
Yeah.
went to a drag show.
Yes.
Katie's first drag show.
My first drag show.
Oh, it wasn't.
I can't.
It,
It was so unique. So
no, you can't wait.
I can't wait to go to another drag show. I would love another experience at a drag show.
Yes.
Yes.
So, the drag queens were so cute. Their outfits
So-
on fire.
There was one that I needed every single one of her outfits.
Yeah, it was wonderful. She was gaga most
Yes.
of the time.
Yes.
One
One of the first drag queen, Carol.
Carol.
One of the most beautiful people I've ever seen. She
Yeah.
was beautiful.
yes.
I cannot remember Gaga's name,
That's
which is a
okay.
shame because
I
I
know.
loved her outfits and
But-
she was on fire.
And let's talk about her choreography.
She had it down.
She had her moves
And
down.
my hero, because now I will not be embarrassed to dance places.
You can be a confident
Yes.
woman because of a drag queen.
Yes.
Can we talk about it? Thank you.
And Adriana,
Adriana,
Let me tell
she did not roll her ankle.
athletic is what I would say.
Beautiful.
Yes. Yes.
I'm proud of her.
And her outfits, they were fire too. Well, all their outfits.
I
were
know. They really were
So
gorgina.
good. I really wish there was a little bit bigger crowd there to support them.
Yes, and we overheard the girls next to us saying the other weekend was poppin', so this one was just not
It was a little
giving.
more low key, but they gave all the energy.
They did. We did.
Oh, we did too.
We actually gave a lot of the hooting and hollering.
Oh yeah.
We started it all. And we started the tipping.
Yes.
Because that family of 12 wasn't going to be
They were not tipping.
And they were shy.
appropriately.
They were very shy.
But it was several grandmothers.
It was
so
very,
we're very
it was giving
happy.
grandmother. We were
Yes.
glad they're participating.
Okay, then what? Then we went to Salem.
Oh, then we popped over to Salem. We didn't realize how far it would be away.
But Nancy was a little hesitant. Our Lyft driver, she was a little hesitant to take us.
She
it was far.
We got in the car and she goes, "Oh, that's far," and we were like, "Yeah, okay." She goes, "No problem, no problem." It was far.
It was
15
far.
minutes too far.
Yeah. It
So
was.
if Salem could just like relocate a little closer to the city,
Yes.
but we went and
Then we
it
went
was-
into the church. Olivia only used the restroom.
Oh, and I took a cute butt picture in the church bathroom. It was very good lighting.
I lit a candle.
Oh, I lit a candle. Jane Robinson represent.
Yeah.
Yep. I couldn't go into the church. It was so quiet.
It was very.
I was
quiet.
using my outside
But it
voice
was
too
very
much.
beautiful. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then we went to the. We were held hostage. I'm
at
not
the
trying to point fingers
museum.
at the witch museum.
They told us
Here's
a
what
lot
I
of
was-
conflicting instructions, which we've learned a lot about ourselves. I already knew this, but I didn't know it
could-
ran in the family.
It could be us. We have a hard time following directions.
Instructions out loud is so. I need a map.
And here's what I do. In my mind, I say back what they say to me and I shake my head. And as soon as they go to the next sentence, I've got no idea what you said. I'm done.
Yes. So about
So we missed the gift shop.
We did, and they told us it was closed, but then our instructions in both of our heads were conflicting with each other too. So we just decided to be paralyzed in line for the whole time. Then we go
then
in.
they put you in this room. And you have to sit on
and it's like a
stools.
seance room.
Yes.
It's really cool. But then they tell you this whole story about witches. Now, here's the main problem for me.
Okay.
I've done a lot of history tours
Okay.
in Rome, in different states, just a lot of different areas. And Boston was not giving up-to-date, accurate...
Wait.
Oh,
Salem.
excuse me.
Thank you.
Salem, correct. Thank you. Salem was not giving up-to-date, accurate, taking accountability in these stories. They were giving 1696.
Yes, perhaps the story and the tableaus could be updated a bit.
A tad.
Yes.
Just a smidge.
We
because
felt like they're still pointing fingers
they're
at some minorities.
They're absolutely
Yes.
putting the blame, and they're not. They're putting the period early. They're not giving a little more explanation. They're like, this is where history ends, and it just doesn't.
Well, then once you move to the next room, and by the way, go left immediately.
You never go right in the circular room.
And don't try to go to the left. You see, immediately go left. And people will yell at you, go left.
The other customers will correct you. They are not afraid here.
And then you can't leave while they do those exhibits. Presentations.
No, you have to be listening at all times.
Yes.
Ears and hands.
We irritated the employee because we were discussing our zodiac signs.
It was important. It was relevant.
Okay, but we were in his presentation area. We did not know that.
And we don't usually have inside voices.
No.
We were entertaining the young people.
Yes.
Those 3 young people that were with us?
Yes.
Not with us, near us. They kept gravitating toward us because we couldn't stop laughing at all the presentations.
Well, now, don't name somebody Pud Eater if you don't want somebody to laugh about it.
And listen, they gave strictly audio of the witches being tortured. And can we say it's just giving OnlyFans?
Yes.
Okay, so try not to laugh in a seance room full with OnlyFans sounds. Let me just tell you.
Which are then preceded by the story that all Nathan had to do to cure these kids, these girls, is put them over his knee and spank them.
Temporarily fixed, they said.
Yes, and then you're looking at Pud Eater on the floor. It's too much at one time.
It's kind of, I guess I can see them trying to make a joke about it. They're humorous.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Anyways, not our room, not our atmosphere.
No, we was serious.
So we got out. They made us walk through the gift
But
shop.
you can't
But don't look or touch. It's
No.
closed. And everyone's just watching you.
Yes.
All the workers. There's still so many in there. But don't actually buy anything.
No.
Don't think about it.
Okay, so then we went to a restaurant where we sat at the bar.
Yes,
And
it was a cute little dive bar, little decorated in Halloween.
Yes, very cute bartender who was, he could not have been less interested in talking to us.
We were not locals.
Or serving us.
Or serving us.
Or speaking to us.
Or speaking to us. And then, when we ate all our food, drank all our beer, drank all our Diet Coke.
Oh, and we cleaned up the table.
We cleaned up the bar. And we said, can we get our check? And he goes, okay, sure. Like, you want us to stay here until it closes? This little place closes?
But you're not refilling my Diet Coke?
Got it.
It's time to go.
Heard. Goodbye. We go to the witch store. It was the cutest little witch store I ever seen.
Very cute.
I had to get a Satan t-shirt, as you do. And we got our freak flags.
Yes.
We got little freak flags. I'm going to fly it right at my front door. Okay. So, then we had to find an Uber back. Our Uber back, Eugene.
We have a bone to pick with Eugene.
Eugene was a very opinionated.
He was very friendly.
He was so friendly.
Good driver.
He was a good driver.
And so we asked for recommendations.
For pizza, because we wanted some pizza. We thought we wanted some pizza.
So he says, don't go to the most famous place. We start reading him names off. He chooses one. He says, this is good. So
we go.
We finally make our way there.
He didn't take us there.
He gave us directions, but we didn't follow them.
Again, we couldn't believe him, right? We couldn't trust that those were right. So we had to make our own and then use Google Maps. Well, we've done this whole trip. It's been great. We haven't gotten lost too much. We get to the restaurant. Katie needs Alan. No.
Okay,
wait, no.
Let me get
Katie,
history.
Wait. History.
Okay, because one time at a restaurant, I had fried olives. Like, they brought me a bowl of 6 of them. They were delicious. I'm thinking along those lines.
Absolutely.
So
and we haven't looked at other people's plates, really.
No,
We just walked straight in.
and sat down.
Okay, so...
It was a long ride back from Salem. We both had to pee. We were desperate.
We were desperate.
Okay.
So, she saw olives on the thing.
Yes, they were in spicy, hot oil.
Yeah, garlic, chili oil or something like that.
Yum.
So she orders it. She orders it, and then she looks at me and she goes, "Do you like olives?" And I said no. And she goes, "Still get the olives, thank you." And can I tell you, when these olives came, they used every last can in their kitchen because they must have been closing soon.
It was literally 2 cans of olives.
Mount Olive.
It was Costco olives.
But can I tell you, hot olives and chili garlic oil?
Good.
I'll eat those.
I mean, not every garlic olive between here and Boston, but
not 53 of them. Actually, that's a little too much. So we both ordered an entree before we got the olives.
Okay,
Big mistake.
To be fair, the waitress did warn me about my dish, and I chose not to listen.
Yeah, here's another thing we noticed in Boston. Not a lot of explanations going on.
No, you have to read between the lines.
But again, we don't listen to instructions. So you're going to have to bear with us.
Okay, and they put maple syrup on everything here. Okay.
Oh, molasses. Get it right.
Molasses.
So she got the molasses ravioli with mushrooms.
Then butternut squash.
And butternut squash is giving breakfast pasta.
Yes.
French toast in a pasta.
Yes.
With mushrooms.
It was interesting.
It's interesting. She just said, "This is sweet. Are you okay with that?"
And I thought, sure. I didn't know.
Salty and sweet is so good
Yes,
together.
I didn't know it was going to be candy.
French toast.
Yes.
Pasta.
Okay.
And then I couldn't decide. It's like my classic fucking thing. I can never decide whether I get the vodka sauce, which I'm truly in love with, or do I venture out and try one other thing? I thought, we're in Little Italy. How about the bolognese? And I just wanted on angel hair.
Okay, so here come our troughs.
To be fair, there was familia in the name of
There
the
was
restaurant.
yeah. We did not realize that we would be ordering family plates
But
for
as
ourselves.
As soon as we saw the olives, it was all downhill from
We
there.
should have known.
So we eat a fourth of our pasta.
Maybe, yes.
You did not. You had
I ate
two
two
raviolis,
raviolis.
and there was probably 12 on that
But
plate.
then my blood sugar went up so high, I got sweaty. I couldn't keep doing it.
She also got the Big Daddy gulp Diet Coke there.
I was very pleased with their glass size.
yes. So we ate it. I wanted vodka sauce the entire time.
The entire time she's eating this plate.
And I did eat a fourth of it.
Oh,
A third?
oh, a half.
Give me angel hair, and I don't know what day it is.
And she's eating. And every couple bites, she says how she wishes she had something else, and this is just not it. And, da, 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 da. And then she'll put down her plate, and it'll be like 5 minutes. And then she'll pick up her fork and eat another couple bites. Then she'll put down her fork, and then she waits about 5 minutes. Okay, this waitress is never going to come.
Okay, so also the wait staff, they're not coming back. So everyone's dilly-dallying in the back, just hanging out, going on lunch, doing whatever. I'm just talking and scooping the angel hair into my mouth because I love it.
And then we're like, when is the bill going to come?
We're like, where is she?
We had
And then
this whole
finally,
conversation, 5-minute conversation.
Finally.
And she picks up the fork again.
Katie goes, well, if you'll stop eating, maybe she'll come over here. And I gave her the eyes, and she goes, well, don't stop eating on my account. That's what I call gaslighting.
So we finally make it out of there. We go to a bakery, Bova Bakery, and the line is out the door. We can't do it.
The line is an hour
too
and a
much.
half long.
So then
We waited a long
we
time.
did.
We left inside.
We were getting nowhere.
We had a food tour the next day.
Yes. So today we did a food tour
Yes.
with G.
Yes.
She was lovely.
She may have been a little hungover. She was sweating when she got there.
But she was my kind of tour guide. Let's get this. She talked fast. Let's do it. Just what you need to know.
She
It was
sprinted
great.
us around the
She
city.
sprinted us, but let me tell you, her legs, chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
Yes.
She knows how to get around.
And we ate at the oldest restaurant in Boston.
Clam chowder.
Yes.
Ooh, with the sweet cornbread,
Sweet
which I
cornbread.
enjoy.
We got lost because we didn't follow the directions.
She said,
to go upstairs.
She said, I'll wait for you here. There's this really cool stuff on the stairs. There's 3 levels. You go up the stairs, and she made little charades. Go up the stairs like this, and then you turn around. You turn to your left, and you see this 40-pound lobster. Can't miss it. You go up these stairs. You see the first lady who ever worked in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Can't miss it. Huge picture.
Huge picture. Huge.
Up these stairs. We go back to the front of
There's
the
a small picture.
hotel or the restaurant, and we ask them, and we go, "Where are the stairs?
We can't even find
the stairs
to start.
And they were like, "You go down these stairs and go up those stairs." Oh God, that was part of the instructions. Okay, we go up the stairs. Luckily, we found the picture of the woman.
found the picture.
Small,
Very small.
very small. We go up the stairs. I thought we were going up another stairs and then the lobster.
We went across.
Oh.
And then we were in a completely
We were
closed
just,
part
it
of the
was like
restaurant.
we're in an escape room and we need to look in every place.
There are no employees. We're just
Nothing.
wandering
We're looking
around
behind
this
doors. We're doing a scavenger hunt for this lobster.
place. We're behind the bar.
We're behind the bar. And then our tour friends come out of a room and we were like,
Okay, but we did get to see the John F. Kennedy booth, which the other people did not get to see.
See, wandering around really gets you places.
Then the other people came and rescued us.
And then they said, it's right here. And we were like, oh, these stairs. We never seen these stairs.
No, it was amazing.
We go up
the
the
one
stairs.
girl did ask if it was preserved. Yes, ma'am. They preserved the inside of a lobster, ma'am.
Their question they would ask a historic figure.
We weren't prepared.
The guide G, she asked us, if you could eat with one person from history, well, who would it be, and what food would you eat together?
I don't really want to talk to anybody in history. There's people now that I would have.
Yeah,
dinner
but it
with.
quickly turned into what question would you ask them?
Yes.
Right? And that
Yes.
wasn't what G asked
No.
at all. But we didn't start that, I don't think.
Oh yeah.
So that's good. We didn't.
No, she said, "What food would you feed them?" Oh.
Exactly.
You did not follow the directions
But
of
we
the
didn't,
question
we didn't
either.
start. You did start, didn't you? Oh no! The calamus strikes again. She fucked it up.
Dang.
Of course she would. Okay.
Dang.
So then Katie says somebody, and then
I don't know.
She
I'm
says
on the
what
spot.
questions she would ask them. So then the next family, the mom and the daughter, then they go and they have to ask what question. They would say, what question would they ask the
They just
historic
want to know
person?
how people are going to survive.
They said, I just want to go back to the old days and ask how they survived with nothing.
Okay. So then we go to the market.
Oh, Quincy Market.
What? No, that wasn't Quincy.
Oh, the public market.
Public market. Maybe?
Oh, we had lobster rolls from heaven. Those rolls
were
were
so
so
good.
good.
We had
They were like
nuts.
Hawaiian rolls mixed with pretzel rolls. They were
Yes.
so perfect.
No, but not as perfect as the pastrami.
Oh, you love the pastrami.
Oh, so
We didn't
good.
talk about the pastrami.
It was almost like brisket. It
yes,
was so good.
Yes. So you're going to have to get a pastrami sandwich on a
Yes.
toasted bun when you get
On
home.
white rye because I don't like regular rye.
No, get it on a toasted sub.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's much better.
Yeah.
Okay, so we learned a lot about food.
Mm-hmm.
And then, they were like lightly sweetened nuts, which I liked a lot more. You could eat a lot more of those.
I like the savory.
But, yeah. But the seasoning wasn't like too much
No,
on
it was
any
not
of them.
overpowering. It was really good.
Very lovely. And we got stuffed on this tour. Donuts. Donuts
Yes,
again.
Donuts.
Just every special thing.
Yes.
Could hardly walk.
Then we go to Little Italy. We're back here. We get to go in a lovely little shop.
Yes.
We get pizza.
Oh.
From the most famous
From
pizza
the
place.
famous-
Thanks, Eugene, for not letting us go there. Then we roll up on Ben Franklin, and
Oh.
G says, "This guy."
He is giving the performance of a lifetime in his little outfit.
He wants an Oscar, and
Uh-huh.
G is not living for it.
G can't stand that guy. Hogging up that corner. Where Paul Revere lived and was a very good, progressive, popular man.
Thank you. And then G told us about the 16-year-old girl who had to ride side saddle all the way, probably in front of Paul Revere, if we were honest.
If we're honest. And still did that
But
shit.
nobody wrote a poem about him.
No one wrote a poem about her. Where the feminist at, she said. Mm-hmm.
Then we walked along the Freedom Trail to get cannolis.
Cannolis. And
Delicious.
can we talk about cannolis here? They're cookies.
They're crispy, not soft.
Oh, they're so good. Like a good cookie.
Oh, then we walked back through Quincy Market, and you're never going to guess what I saw. The biggest pigeon I've ever seen in my life. I got so scared, I squared up.
No.
Because it was 5 pounds.
She said she squared up with this bird
Pigeon.
because she goes, "Why is that pigeon so big?" And I looking for a big pigeon. I located a grayish bird. It's a seagull. A seagull with a tam. I died.
I was so scared.
She's gonna have nightmares about that pigeon. Oh my god, it was so funny. She goes, "Birds that big need to be not on land, not on the ground." Oh, so good.
Biggest pigeon. Oh, they have public toilets here, and if you are not done in 24 minutes, at 25 minutes, you will be publicly shamed because they are going to open the door.
They will flash the lights first.
They give you a little warning.
She didn't get the full experience because I think they
was
were
broke.
maintenance. But I would have stuck her in there and closed her in, and she
Yeah.
would have been in an escape room. Then she would have been pressing all the buttons. She would have
It probably did
out.
work. We just didn't know how to do it. Okay, so
Oh,
then
yes.
we were done.
Yeah.
G sent us on our way. And we saw the big sea slide, but I was too scared to go down
Oh,
it. Because
apparently it's a viral video of a
Yes.
cop going down this slide. It's a metal slide, and like
it's too
two-thirds
steep.
of it is a closed circle slide, and then the last third is open chute, basically.
Yes.
And you have to do a parkour course to get up to it, anyways. So then there's a very tall cement slide next to it, and then a baby slide next to that. So she said it went viral, and we looked up the video, and the cop comes out face down, gun sliding out first, shoots out onto the ground backwards. And we looked at it, and we go, "Oh, I don't think we can do that." I haven't done a slide in a long time. So I have fell on my tailbone a lot in the last few years. So I was like, she said, "Let's try the small one." I said, "Let's try the small one." So we go up all the stairs, and a mom and her baby were doing it multiple times. Okay, the cement one. So we get to the top. We're watching other people go up to the metal slide, trying to videotape them, and they got nervous because I was videotaping. So they went really slow, like put their hands on the wall of the slide. You could hear them screeching. So I did embarrass the family. Then we decided to go down that cement slide. It was giving car crash. I did a hop at the end. I think I hurt my tailbone. Katie almost shot out. And the family clapped their hands and said, "Good job" at us. So we had to leave. And we almost got lost because we were nervous, and we just started walking away.
And we're like, we don't recognize any of this stuff.
We've never been here before. Because Katie already is a local.
I know how to get around here. I know the city. I'm from here now.
So when we went back to get a cannoli tonight, she's trying to let us know how we get back. And I'm like, "I don't think this is the way we came." And you're like, "I don't know why you think I know where I'm going." Then we get close. She goes, "Well, when we get back to our neighborhood, I know how to get home." Oh, God. So she made it home. I went on my date.
Yeah.
Hot dog boy. And now we're back. And it's been a great trip.
It's been a great trip. And I highly recommend it for mental health.
Yeah.
Even if it has to be... Oh, I've got one more thing to tell you. Even if it has to be a quick trip. the guy doing the facial.
Yeah.
After he did the towel the first time, he had to wipe the crumbs out of the corner of my mouth. The Dorito crumbs.
Because I've been telling you about him the whole trip.
And I know because he did it the first time, and I was like, oh, what a calamitous. But then I paid attention because in the second time I wiped my face, he did not do the corners of my mouth.
Oh my gosh, she has crumbs for later. Oh, that's so good.
You know it was Doritos.
You know it was Doritos. Because we were eating them, figuring out this podcast before we had our facials. Oh, it was great. It was lovely.
Do a podcast on an empty stomach.
That's crazy. No, we couldn't.
So we have to get up early tomorrow morning, and we're going back home.
Yeah, and that was Boston, folks.
Yeah.
Loved it. Loved it. Would come back.
Yes, 10 out of 10, for sure.
So, my mom is very creative.
Okay.
Very creative. But at the same time, she could also be the woman at the end of a baby shower who says, all right, now, ladies, we need to go and have a lot of babies. You can sleep with men, just don't tell them because we just need a lot of babies around here, okay?
Okay.
So, that's a little antidote about my mother. And now you had your...
I don't think it's antidote. I think that's what you get after a snake bites you.
yes, you need an antidote.
No, that's what you get after you're poisoned.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anti-venom is a snake.
Well, it applies here, too, because my mom is a little venomous. But anyways, your mother is strong. And then what's a example of how she's not?
No, she's not.
Or experience to summarize her that's really going to get him.
One time she told me that I was a much better mother than she thought I would be.
That's really encouraging.
Yes.
We call it a backhanded compliment.
Yes.
Love it.
Okay, are you ready for my question?
Yes, question of the
Okay,
day.
so since it's our first podcast,
Yeah, the beginning.
who would be, and you can do 3. I don't care how many you do. What am I giving rules? Okay.
This is your question.
Okay, yes. Like your dream guest on a podcast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who? Just in general. Who? Would
Just
be
in general.
Right.
And I have my answer, of course, because I knew the question. So, if you can't think of something, I'll go first. But if not, go ahead.
Okay. If I could have my dream guest on a podcast, it would be... what's your answer?
You know how when people say, like, who do you want to have dinner with? And people are like, Jesus. So I realize that this is, like, saying that. But, of course, Dolly Parton. Because once I meet her, I can die.
Because she's like Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Dolly Parton.
Okay. She's my Jesus. But anyhow.
Okay.
Then I think it would be really cool to have, and I have to think about this before I say it because sometimes I say jelly and bunny roll, but it's jelly roll and bunny. They're my favorite.
That is hilarious and great.
Yes.
I do love that.
Okay.
There's just so many. And then I have to think of names, and that's when it goes out the door.
You can describe them.
Yeah.
Describe them. Do like 20. We'll do like there's a game that's like $25,000 pyramid, and you can just like describe stuff, and I'll get it. Come on.
Okay. $1,000. Okay, so there's this boy on TikTok who does.
Oh, I won't have this. Never mind. But describe it. Somebody else.
Okay, there's this boy on TikTok.
Rodney can help you out. He'll listen.
I can just look at my phone later.
Okay.
He
And then you write on paper, and then we'll know it further.
he does like someone will write in, do a lamp that just found out they're pregnant, and he will act it out, and he's actually really good, but he doesn't do any words.
Okay.
Just charades. He's so funny.
Okay, great.
It's really cute.
All right.
I like Claudia Oshry.
Oh, who's she?
She does the toast.
Okay.
And she's New York girly. And she's so good at it now. So you would love her. Because she says it like it is.
She's like a projector too?
She's a New Yorker. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Am I?
You didn't tell them about the New Yorker that called me stupid today.
Oh my God.
I cannot find trash cans here. In Boston, they have so many trash cans. It is the cleanest city.
You didn't think there were so many trash cans. You thought it just was so clean.
Hidden.
Where are the trash cans? So
I couldn't find any trash
we
cans.
walked by a guy, and I was telling Katie, well, it's almost Halloween. And he stops us and he goes, wait a second, did you just say it's almost Halloween? I said, yes. He goes, that is the energy we need. I loved hearing that. I love Halloween. So then it was our cute, fun boy. So we went back and walked by, and she goes, can I just say, there's no trash cans in this city? And he was like, it's the cleanest city. You got to look around. They're here. I see 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I saw none.
Just
I saw none. I was shook.
We realized they're decorations. They blend in because it's unsightly. So then, anytime we had trash, Katie had to say, "There's no trash cans." I said, we need to look around a little more. So we're more prepared for a cleaner city.
Yes, it's great.
It's good. New Yorkers, they tell the truth. We'll have them on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's our show.
Okay,
First one in the books.
great.
And
Good job.
our outro.
Let's talk about it next time.
Let's talk about it next time.